Welcome to Canine Wellness Online. This is week 5 of your TPLO recovery series. This week I want to talk about frustration because at this point most of my clients are getting really frustrated with the recovery process and just can't see the end. So I'm going to give you some tips on how to deal with that, as well as walk times and an exercise. So stay tuned. Please remember to like and subscribe, and also leave me a comment. I always get back to people. So let's talk a little bit about frustration and how we're going to deal with that. It's been 5 weeks of arduous keeping your dog under control on a tight leash, no jumping, no couch, no this, no that. So to deal with the frustration, this week we're going to increase your walk times. And I thought one way to address the frustration with yourself and with your dog is, number one, you can look at my videos on games to play, because playing games obviously engages your dog. It changes the routine a little bit. So playing a game like Find It can be a really, really great game to play. The other thing that you can do is, why not take your dog in the car to a park or somewhere that your dog hasn't been in a while. I wouldn't recommend going to the park where all his doggy friends are, because his friends might be there and you don't want your dog playing at this point. But how about taking your dog to the beach? Here in Ontario, the weather has gotten, well, marginally better. So why not take your dog to the beach and do a little beach walking? So there's unstable surface with the sand, fresh new smells, things to do, and it just kind of breaks that monotony of everything that's been going on for the last 5 weeks. So what I call these park walks, or the beach walk, is the sniffy walk. It's kind of like Find It, but you're outside, and at least that way you can engage with people. So in week 4 we talked about 15 to 20 minute walks. At this point, this video will show you where approximately your dog should be at when they're walking, what the legs should look like. But your walks now can go from 15 to 20 to 20 to 25. It just depends where your starting point was. And just a sidebar, if you're just joining us and your dog is, let's say, 6 months down the road and you're just, you've just been recommended to do rehab, you may want to watch week 2, week 3 videos for walk times, just to sort of get a gauge of where you should be, only because you don't want your dog going from 0 to 60. You need to build up each week. And the exercise this week is, as I mentioned, when you do your beach walks, you may want to, the beach walk is actually the exercise. So what happens is you're letting your dog walk on the beach. There's an unstable surface. If there's no beach near you, you can go to somewhere where there might be a couple of logs lying down. So your dog is stepping over some logs or some tree stumps, maybe not too high, but effectively what you're doing is getting your dog to start using his leg and actively bending the knee and placing weight on it. You can also do up and down curbs. These are great ways of getting your dog to start bending his knee. Also weight bearing, because when they put the good leg up on something, they're lifting obviously the bad leg, and then they have to put the bad leg down and the good leg up. So they're doing active range of motion and active weight shifting. So these are some of the exercises that would be great, and it helps deal with your frustration. I hope you enjoyed the video, and I look forward to seeing you for week 6.